Yet another plan to save housing. Our friends at the Wall Street Journal reporting today a proposal under consideration by state and federal officials would make refinancing available to some borrowers with homes worth less than their loans. However, they must be current on mortgage payments. Good idea. Let's ask real estate guru Danny Babb and New Tech Business Services President Barry Sloane. Good to see you both. Danny, you usually don't like government coming in with their programs, but you like this program. Why?
I don't. Well, first of all, this is the first time I've seen the banks themselves actually try to get ahead of a problem. They're not waiting for someone to strategically default, which is what's going to happen to these borrowers who are often in jumbo mortgages, about 8 million of them that are 40% or more in many cases underwater. And
underwater, but current with payments.
Exactly.
That is the key here.
It is a key. And often those are the first to have a strategic default or short sale.
Barry, what is this going to do to the banks? The fact that they'd have to eat some of these lower cost mortgages. They'd be getting less money every month.
Once again, the government is victimizing and picking on the banking system. It's going to reduce the income that the banks are getting at a time when the banks really need that income. It's the total wrong proposal.
Of course, Barry, you know there are going to be crocodile tears from the public right now on that, even outside of the Occupy Wall Street crowd.
Well, it sounds kind of nice. It's like, okay, so all these people that are current on their loan that bought a home are going to get a lower interest rate and they're going to benefit for absolutely no reason whatsoever for doing what they're supposed to do, buying a home, signing a contract to pay a loan. They're going to get a benefit in a reduced payment, and the banks are going to lose that revenue and lose that capital at a time when the banking industry needs to be well capitalized to support all forms of business and other consumer lending.
Danny, the fact is banks have been taking it on their chin, and this is going to hurt them more.
This is their choice, though. They're not being forced to do this. This is in conjunction with states, lawmakers, borrowers, banks, lawsuits.
Isn't it a choice with a gun at their head?
Some could argue if they've got a gun at their head, but, you know, they've already backed out of negotiations twice. So how serious is that gun? Well, maybe it's a BB gun. They don't have to do this. It's either this or we see more foreclosures and more short sales later on down the road. And
Barry, that's
choice.
the point. What is the alternative? What is going to happen if this is not accepted?
If this isn't accepted, the banks are going to continue to fight the government on the foreclosure abuse issue, and these issues shouldn't be combined. They should be kept totally separate. The big problem is Obama is trying to do the same thing with Fannie and Freddie on government-based loans, and once again, that's another subsidy to the housing industry. The government should have learned its lesson by now to stop subsidizing the housing industry and stay out of the banking business.
All right, and just for the record, Danny does not support Fannie and Freddie loans being thrown into this mess.
Absolutely not. Not at the taxpayers' expense.
Danny Babb, Barry Sloane, good to see you both. Thank you for coming in.